You know, it wasn't long ago when Megyn Kelly seemed to have the media world on a string. In 12 years at Fox News, she went from afternoon anchor to primetime host to media darling. So as her contract with Fox News neared its end, Kelly was one of the most sought-after television personalities in years.
After more than a dozen years at Fox News, I have decided to pursue a new challenge.
Ultimately, it was NBC that won the Megyn Kelly sweepstakes. With a reported salary of $17 million a year, the network offered her a prime piece of television real estate, her very own hour on the Today Show.
I am Megyn Kelly. Thank you all so much for being here.
It's a role that Kelly says she was born to do, but thus far, it's been a pretty bumpy start to their marriage. Critics have panned Kelly's turn as a cheery morning talk show host, and ratings have really been tepid at best. And of course, there have been awkward moments like this.
Is it true that you became a lawyer and you became gay because of Will? Yes.
So what happened? How did a rising star like Megyn Kelly, someone who once seemed like a sure thing, stumble so badly out of the gate? At Fox News, Kelly employed this no-nonsense interview style.
Specific economic policies that we think will help the middle.
This was by far the most powerful tool in Kelly's toolbox.
You don't answer one charge by pointing to the other administration.
I did answer.
We'll get to that in a minute.
One that she brought out whether she was stoking conservative fears.
Did the decision to drop the new Black Panthers voter intimidation case reach all the way up to the White House?
Or taking a liberal academic to task.
But you want to relitigate the case.
No, I don't want to relitigate the case.
The Supreme Court rejected this.
And of course, there was this.
Your Twitter account has several disparaging comments about women's looks. You once told a contestant on Celebrity Apprentice it would be a pretty picture to see her on her knees. Does that sound to you like the temperament of a man we should elect as president?
But those very instincts that she honed at Fox, that fiery indignation, that prosecutorial style, it all doesn't really make sense in the softest place on TV, the morning talk show. I mean, when you think of morning TV shows like Today, you think of cooking, pets, softball questions.
So here we've got Bo, and this is Sunny.
So what happens when you take an adversarial interviewer
I'm responding to your point.
and parachute her into the cheery land of morning television? Well, it turns out you get moments like this.
You admit you've had work done, which I think is to your credit. But you look amazing. Why did you say, I read that you said you felt you're not proud to admit that you've had work done. Why not?
We really want to talk about that now?
Back at Fox, Kelly found stardom with her grilling of hapless guests. It's a blueprint that Fox continues to use. In her absence, there's Tucker Carlson.
What's the ableist messaging and iconography that Trump supporters are engaging in? Like, what does any of this mean?
But Kelly has been eager to abandon that style, and the results have been rocky so far. I mean, just ask yourself, which seems like a better use of Kelly's skills? This?
So how can you claim the moral high ground when it comes to causing pain, causing destruction, when you, at the most vulnerable moment, did the very same thing to them?
Or this? After more than a decade at Fox News, Kelly wound up with enemies across the ideological spectrum. And it turns out, not many fans in between. I mean, in her first week on the Today Show, Kelly's ratings were essentially the same as the host who preceded her in that very time slot, which is a pretty disappointing showing for a marquee hire reportedly making more money than Jimmy Fallon. And look, it's still early. Plenty of hosts have struggled out of the gate only to find their voice later. But both NBC and Kelly have made a bet. If she's going to succeed, she'll have to do so by abandoning the very formula that made her so successful in the first place.
Yeah!